Hi.
We are recording. Awesome, awesome. Okay, we're going to get started because it's 7:02 and I have a lot to share with you guys in a little bit amount of time. So I want to make sure I get this all out to you guys. And I wanted to say too, say a little prayer. Libby was going to be on here to talk about a few things, but she had to run her little grandbaby to the intensive care because she has croup really bad. And 2 other kiddos she's taken with her, and it's just been really, really bad around there for the little ones getting croup. So say an extra little prayer for that little grandbaby if you guys would. So, okay, you guys. So, of course, we are into March. So this is kind of our kickoff call. Yay. And let me go ahead and mute everybody, okay, for right now. All right. So, yes, we're into March. February was a short month, as always, but a good month. There was still several people who added new ambassadors, so congratulations to all of you guys and all the newbies. Welcome. There was several of you that had some pretty amazing PV, and it was a good month to just really strive for those goals in a short amount of time, right? So we did it, but we're on to March, and oh my gosh, you guys, so many incredible things for March, so many incredible things. I know many of you have received your 6 free codes that you get to offer those special people that you want to join you. So that's pretty amazing, pretty awesome. I did not see that coming, so that was a huge surprise, so thankful. We've already, I think, have 13 new ambassadors on the team so far. So that's been pretty cool. So there has been lots of people rocking and rolling. I know one silver ambassador that's going to get announced here before too long. So pretty exciting. Lots of just amazing things happening for March. You guys, we know 2019 is going to be that year. So, okay. So let's go into because like I said, I have a lot to cover with you guys. I don't want to miss anything. Shout outs for February. First of all, we wanted to give a shout out to Jimmy Lee. We see her beautiful little picture there. Or I'm sorry. Well, yeah, to Jimmy too, because she was second. But I guess let me backtrack. Serena actually won this month. They again had kind of a close running for the top PB. We're going to give both of them a shout out because they were both very, very close. So Serena actually just barely beat Jimmy on the PB. So they both did amazing again for that PB. As well as Alma was in 3rd place again in February. And like I told you guys last month, that's pretty exciting because she has been really making a comeback and reaching out. You're welcome, Jimmy Lee. And she's had just, it's been really neat to see what she has done and stuck with this. And her PB is through the roof. Now she's signing new ambassadors. I was helping her today on that. So congratulations to all 3 of you guys and to everybody. There was some really good PB totals in February. A couple newbie knockouts I wanted to mention really quick. We're just doing a couple shout outs tonight because we got so much to cover. Lynette. Lynette is a new ambassador that joined, and in February she took the reins and ran. Most of you guys heard that she did our team trainings for 2 Mondays in a row. So we just thought that was really cool that she stepped up and she offered. She said, hey, I would love to put this out there, help anybody who needs help. Maybe I can give some suggestions, some help to somebody who's struggling in time management and the different things you got to hear about. But she did that for us as well as she has been digging in. She was just a self-starter. She's been coachable, she's been asking questions, and she's 1 away from hitting silver. So she's probably going to be silver by the end of this week. So good job, Lynette. And our other newbie knockout we want to mention is Misty Trevino. And yes, very valuable, Jimmy. Thank you for that comment. Misty was, again, a newbie. And she is on our Senior Ruby team, Jimmy Lee Nitzo's team, and she was in the top 5 PB on Jimmy's team, which is pretty amazing for a new ambassador, you guys. So that in itself was awesome. But Misty has been a self-starter as well. She's been very coachable. Her sponsor has been reaching out to her, and she has been asking questions, and she has been doing everything that her sponsor has been recommending that she is wanting. she's been doing three-way chats with her sponsor. And she has just started sharing from the beginning. Like, she didn't wait. She started sharing, putting it out there, and she's just been excited, passionate, and a go-getter. So congratulations, Misty and Lynette, to both of you guys for our newbie knockouts for the month. Okay, so, okay, I'm talking fast because I had to get through all this stuff, and you guys know I can talk fast. So one more little announcement, you guys, before we dig in to the training and the screen shares. We've got the PJ party on Thursday, so don't forget. That's a great, great event as always. One of our most favorites and why we kept it. Thursday night is just going to be a regular PJ party. Okay, our last two have kind of been more focused on the MetaBurn. This one has the MetaBurn in there, but it's kind of not got all of the products in there, but it does have a good amount of them, but it just doesn't overwhelm our people. Okay, and it's going to probably be about 35 minutes to 40 minutes, somewhere in there. Okay, so get your people on there Thursday. If you've not been invited to that, let us know and we will get you an invite. And that is an event this time, not in a group. So also 7-day challenge. We decided to add that in because we felt that with these free codes that we all have, it would be a great time to add that 7-day challenge back in this month, and also to just give you guys and ourselves another event, an opportunity to invite and get people started on the products, so that later on towards the end of the month, after boom, they've tried their 7 days of products, or maybe they've bought 30 days, that usually, hey, they're going to want to either sign up as a wholesale, who's going to want to try the products for at least 90 days, or they're going to want to jump in as an ambassador and share. Okay, so 7-day challenge, and that starts on the let's see, the 11th, right? Yes, the 11th, you guys. I'm looking at two different calendars up here. I apologize. So we've got those posted on the team page, so don't forget to get in with those. We would love your guys' participation in those. It really helps build the excitement for you guys to help comment, and just it's a great learning experience too. But get in there, get involved with us. The newbies love it, your ambassadors love it, your potentials love it. You've got potentials on there, make sure that you get on there and help answer their questions too. Okay, and I saw Teresa had something. Okay, that's for my new ambassador, Michelle, too, and she's on here tonight with us. Yes, Michelle, where is she? Where is she? There she is, up there in the corner. She's cooking me dinner, I see. Good job, Michelle. Yes, good job, good job. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's get going, you guys. First, I wanted to talk about the new ambassador checklist that we created for you guys. Something I love, and hello to all of you guys that are hopping on too. I really like this new ambassador checklist, and let me show you guys. We're going to screen share with these two, so let me do one at a time. So I'm going to do this one first with you guys. We're going to go into full screen and see if it'll do that. Come on, so you guys can actually see it better. Okay, can you guys see it okay there? Okay, perfect. All right, let me move my little toolbar. So you guys, this is kind of, hopefully it's not too small, but you guys have it on the team page, as well as most of you guys hopefully got it in your messenger. But I'm not going to go through all of it because you guys can read this. But one thing, this I know had been tested from the Diamond Ambassadors that I got it from, as well as I had quite a few that tested it, and I have now tested it myself, and it works. It's pretty awesome. So one main thing I wanted to share with you guys, the reason I love this is because it's simple, but also it's one step at a time, okay? So it's not overwhelming them and giving your brand new ambassador, when you sign up a brand new ambassador, you know, we want to give them everything. I am guilty, totally guilty of that, okay? Because there's so much exciting stuff. I want them to know everything, right? I want them to know they can have it all, they can do it all. But no, I've had to learn, don't do that, Jeannie. It kind of turns some people off, all right? So this checklist for when we are signing up our new ambassadors and getting them on board is so crucial for us helping them, because that's what we're responsible for, is telling them their options, finding out where they're at in the moment with where they want to go with Plexus, okay? So we've given it to you. And these are so simple. These messages work, you guys. So go through this on, you're going to ask them just step by step. You're going to ask them, Plexus has this amazing program that's just released for new ambassadors. Can I share more with you? Boom. Of course they're going to say yes, right? You're going to, in just a couple of sentences, give them just a little tad of what this Fast Start program is. You're not explaining it all to them, step by step, okay? So when they say yes, you're going to help them with their first post. And there is a sample post right in this that you can give them, help them personalize it, whatever they want to do. That's one thing I love. They usually kind of have an idea after you're talking to them of what they want to post. But people need you to help tell them and give them suggestions. They have no idea what to do. They're excited. They're nervous. They're scared. They're like, tell me what to do, okay? So if you guys hear my washing machine, yeah, it's spinning and it's shaking my desk, so sorry, guys. It's pretty funny. So it gives it all to you right here. Once they do that post, you're gonna ask them, hey, let's make a list of 20 people, okay? Let's make a list of 20 people. Now what I do, and part of this is gonna be in the toolkit that we go over, but most of you guys know the 64 list, okay? This is one thing that they can jump in their virtual office, the resource library, and have them printed out, okay? It's a really good one to start with because it's 20 people who need the business, 20 who need the products, 20 who would rock the business, and 4 who that person has influence over, okay? So you have them kind of start with this, okay? Let's get our 20 people. Easy, 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 20 people, right? So then you're gonna ask them, okay, let's message those 20 people. You're gonna help them. They're not in this alone. That's one thing that you're helping them with. Gives you a sample message to send out, okay? We're not giving them the send, share, invite stuff yet because that can be overwhelming when they first look at all of those messages and are like, I have no idea where to even start, okay? You've got somebody though who is maybe that self-starter. They've done this before. They may want to go past all of this and go into that send, share, invite, all right? But most people are going to want to start with this one step at a time. You're building up their confidence too, and they know that you're there step by step to help them. So you're going to go through these steps, you guys. Then you're going to celebrate with them. It tells you how to do that in here. Super, super important steps to celebrate and encourage them, okay? And you're teaching them to do their 3-way chats. So once you do that, you guys, they've sent out their first messages, they've done their first Facebook post, they are excited. Number one, because you've probably already helped them get a paycheck. How cool is that? That you're responsible for helping them get a paycheck already. That is so, it's the best thing ever. I love doing that. So they are excited, they're anxious, they understand and realize the opportunity with Plexus already. They're ready to share more. So then you can walk them to the send, share, invite, show them where it is, the album and the announcements in the Dream Team page or in some of the other team pages, and walk them through that. Show them the messages in the send, show them how to utilize the share and the invite. It's all self-explanatory, but help them. Help them say, hey, you know, these are some sample messages because they're going to constantly be adding to this 64 list, right? We all are. And so this is something that you can also do as well. Help them download the Dough app when it's available. Okay, I'm understanding probably hopefully the end of this month. So that will be available soon. You can help them get that. And that's also another thing that they can help keep track of, you know, when it comes down to doing their IPAs, which we're going to talk about soon. So the toolkit, that's what we're going to go over. That's the next step. Then you can email them the new ambassador toolkit, and you're setting them up for success. You're going to go through each sheet like I'm going to go through with you guys tonight. And it's not going to be overwhelming because you've already kind of done step by step. They understand kind of the messaging, reaching out. You're teaching them and suggesting products and how to guide them through all of this. And one thing I want you guys to know is if you are also a newer ambassador or you're still learning, we all are still learning, you guys, But don't get scared of that and put on the brakes and say, oh my gosh, I'm so scared to sign a new ambassador because I don't feel that I can help them suggest products or help guide them through. This little ambassador kit is going to help you guys as well, but you have a huge resource in your virtual office, number one, under the shareables, but you also have a huge resource of your upline. Now, if your sponsor is somebody who's there and helping you, utilize them. If not, go up. Find out who is the next sponsor in line above them and go up until you find that person, because I know I'm going to help you. And I guarantee we have so many people on this team that love to help their people and that want to help. So you're going to have a bunch of people that want to help you, okay? So just reach out. It's up to you. Don't feel like you're bothering us. That drives us nuts when people tell us that, because that's what we do. I love it when I get somebody who reaches out to me and, Jeannie, this is where I'm at. Can you help me? And then we work through that, okay? So that's what we want, and I know all of the leaders, all of your sponsors want you to do that, okay? So that's why we're setting this up, you guys, so that way hopefully this will be an easy process for you guys. So, okay, so we're gonna go right in, you guys. Let me do a new share. We're gonna go right into the new Ambassador Toolkit. So let me move it over here, and then we're gonna go into full screen mode. Okay, you guys can see that? Teresa, Summer, I see you guys. See it okay? Okay. All right, you guys. So, oh, wow, hold on. You guys can't see that part yet. We have to go back to the beginning. Hold on. I always do that too. Hang on, guys. We got to go back to the beginning. Darn it. Okay. You just got a quick preview of it as I was going through it. Okay, guys, so we're back to first parts. We're going to go through this. This is when you're going to send them. This is in the PDF that's on the team page that hopefully you guys printed out, or you guys have it on a device that you can look at it with me. This is super, super exciting, and I would love to hear your guys' thoughts, so don't hesitate to chat. Use the chat in the Zoom below. Let me know your thoughts, what you're thinking. Would love to know that. But this is what you're going to send them and encourage them to print out. And there's so much good stuff to this, you guys. I hope you guys have kind of looked through it a little bit. But here is, and I'm going to go through this kind of quickly, okay? The 64 lists like we talked about. You guys, they probably will already have this if you're kind of following through those steps, depending on what you're doing with this person, okay? So for me, what I am doing is the 64 list is kind of something I get them started. Then as I'm teaching them the send, share, invite, then I am going to be telling them where to go get the leads list, which is also in the resource library. And I like that list to keep track of the send, share, invite as well. It's a great place to also continue writing their people down, okay? For me personally, you guys, if you're using the Doe app, that is another huge thing. And that is where it kind of depends on what you do best with, okay? These people that I'm writing down, I'm also putting them in the Doe app if they haven't come up yet, and they're getting a little star and kind of some notes in there. But I also like visuals, so I have this whole leads list filled out, as well as I have the 64 list filled out too because of the codes, okay? So I've got them all over the place, so don't do what Jeannie does, okay? Keep yourself organized. So, 64 list. Okay, let's move on, you guys. Don't do what Jeannie does, I'm telling you. Okay, daily IPA tracker. All right, this I really liked. The daily IPA tracker. This is something that you guys yourselves can also start doing. It goes, like I said, kind of right along with the Doe app. The Doe app is really kind of those people that we're messaging and following up with, right? This kind of gives us a little bit more meat to that as well. So each day, it's got 31 days for each month. So you're going to want to print out. So like if you're new ambassador or you're starting with this and you want to utilize this, you know, tomorrow or tonight, you're going to want to print out 10 of these, because you're going to want to do it through the end of 2019, okay? One for each month. So depending on the days of that month, you can put a check mark for each day, okay? Pretty simple because you just have one sheet for the whole month, right? I love that. Okay, so your posts. posting 3 times per day on social media. Your first post is going to be your Plexus personal post. So that may be, you guys, a picture of you with your pink drink. You know, maybe a picture of the bottle of Metaburn next to your running shoes, you know, showing that you are going for a run because you are so full of energy and feeling great today. The block next to maybe a meal, you know, that you're going to eat that has some carbs and sugars in it, but you're going to block those with your bottle of block, right? Not the whole bottle, but a couple of those. Something creative, okay? Make this simple on your posting, but you want to do a personal Plexus post that is you, that's something that is, even if it's the business, you know, anything that Plexus has done for you. Interaction is your second post for the day. Now, interaction is not Plexus related. Interaction is one of my favorite things to do because it's absolutely amazing how many people want to give you their opinion, right? So this can be asking for suggestions. Like when I asked for the puppies' names, I mean, oh my gosh, people are still asking me and commenting on that. I love it. You know, what nail color should I wear today? Gosh, I'm trying to think of some others. You know, my vacuum cleaner quit. I've done that. Which vacuum cleaner should I get? Brand. And I've had so many people comment on those. And I personally love to reach out on Facebook to my friends and family and ask suggestions and for recommendations. It has been awesome. So that's kind of an interaction post, okay? What that does, you guys, is then when you do that interaction post and people love to give you their opinion, then it bumps up your other posts in their newsfeed. So then a lot of times they're going to see that Plexus personal post, okay? So your third post for each day is going to be a testimonial. And I know, you guys, this is a big thing. You're like, Jeannie, where in the world do we find testimonials? Now, I will be honest, when I first started, we had tons of them available to us because that little thing called compliance wasn't too big of an issue. But Plexus is so big now, so successful, that now we are on the radar. So that's a great thing. It's a great thing, great problem to have, right? But the testimonies, we had to be very careful because there was some disease names in them. And as you've seen, we always put, you know, kind of at the bottom, a little disclaimer that Plexus does not claim to, you know, cure, treat, or prevent any disease, right? That is huge with our natural supplements. So testimonials, the biggest thing I can tell you is just if it has a disease name in it, go in and edit that. Maybe change it to some symptoms. Change it to something other than that disease name and you'll be fine, okay? Where do I get testimonials? So if you've not been added yet there's the Plexus information page. Our Diamond Ambassador, Tammy Elmore, started that. Let us know or let your sponsor know or your upline and we'll get you added to that, you guys. And when I post the recording, you can comment under there and we will get you added. I know some of you have your own testimonial pages too. So keep with those as well. You may have 2 testimonial pages. So you can go there to those testimonial pages, you guys, and you can search. On any group page you can search, but you can go to those testimonial pages and you can search for a health issue, for a health goal, any keyword that you can think of, or just scroll down until you find a testimony that you're like, wow, I want to share that. That is good, okay? Don't share it though. Copy the wording and paste it, okay? It won't let me look at oh, now I got the chat on here. Okay. Thank you, Summer, for keeping up with that. I appreciate that. It's not showing me the chats. Thank you. So the testimonials, they say, you know, stories sell, facts tell. And I'm telling you guys that is so true. The testimonials are where it's at. Also, the Plexus Ambassador community page is another great place to find testimonials, and all those are compliant approved. So you can copy the wording, paste it into your status with the picture on, and you know, add the picture to your post so it's your full post. You're good to go, okay? So start doing that. Start going to that testimonial page and finding some. You don't want to doctor them a whole lot, but maybe if you've got to cut out some words or you know, kind of put, like I had to use with my hypoglycemic, I couldn't really put hypoglycemic. So, you know, I would say that kind of had that weak feeling like I was going to pass out, turn white as a ghost. You know, it's kind of fun to use those symptoms sometimes. People relate to that a lot instead of that disease name, okay? So boom, you're going to mark those 3 posts off, you guys. And then the next one is ATM. So what in the world is ATM? Some of you may have seen this. It came up probably, gosh, about a year or so ago, and it's called Add Tag Message. ATM is Add Tag Message. And the 3 to 5 is 3 to 5 people per day. So in those testimonial page groups that you guys have, it's a great way to think of people. Oh my gosh, I know Susie. You know, she, you know, maybe she's having some issues with her arthritis. And you thought, I really want to find a testimony to share with her. You can add her to that. The Plexus information page is for you to add anybody to, okay? So you add them to that page. You scroll through and find or search and find that testimony, and you're going to tag her in that testimony. Then you're going to message her and say, hey, oh my gosh, Susie, I found a testimony that I think would resonate with you. Check it out and let me know your thoughts. That's it, okay? Less is more. You don't want to go, you know, don't have to send this huge message. Just let them know I sent it and see what they think. Don't forget to follow up, okay? Add tag message. Then you guys, they're going to constantly see those testimonies in that page as well, okay? So if you've got somebody that you're reaching out to, you're talking to, or that you just know has some health issues or even some business goals, because there's business testimonies on there as well, be a great place to add, tag, and message them, okay? So, all right, moving on. Message 10 new people. So 10 people, I know to some seems like, Jeannie, you're crazy. I'm not going to message 10 people a day. And that's okay. It's good to do at least 3 to 5 if you can, but 5 to 10 at least is going to get your business growing strong. So it depends on where you're at with how you want to grow your business, how quickly you want to grow your business. But if you are kind of that all in, 10 people is at least where it's at, okay? So figure out your goal and make that your goal on the message. But go big, okay? Dream big on that. So you're going to message those people. This is where you use the send, share, and invite on the team pages. It's all right there for you, and it's all in the Dough app as well. So complete the follow-up flows. We're going to talk about that sheet here in just a minute. And then check team orders. This, you guys, is when you do have a team of people. You want to check on your level ones. Make sure their orders are going through. This also really helps with follow-up, because you always want to still remember you've got to treat them like a customer as well, not just an ambassador for the business side, because they're also on the products. So it's also a great thing to make sure they're not having any issues with their products or their subscription order being set up. If it gets turned off, you will notice that as you're checking them each day and keeping track of that. It just helps you be better with customer service and helping them. They love that, okay? So then over on the left-hand side in the little box in the corner, you've got your monthly must-haves. Always a goal, you guys, is to go sign 3 ambassadors per month, at least 3 ambassadors. So you've got your little check marks there, boom, 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 okay, for your 3 ambassadors. And you're going to do this when you're doing your messaging and your ATM and your posting. And so big one is developing at least 1 level 1 silver ambassador each month. Silver ambassadors, getting them to silver is so important, because then they are seeing the vision. You guys, you are helping them see the vision, and oh my gosh, then their business is taking off and you are responsible for that. So double that in March. I've had exactly, yes, yes, yes. Okay, Jimmy, when I add them, I tag them in the quiz to take a testimony and a product post. Very good, Jimmy. Thank you for that. Okay, and then commission qualified by the 5th. This, you guys, is super important. It's a good habit to get in If you've got your subscription at the end of the month, it's always good to move it to the beginning of the month. It's good business practice, and it's really good to teach your teams to do the same thing. Always my goal is I'm always commission qualified at least by the 2nd or the 3rd of the month, okay? But it's just a good goal if you can to be commission qualified by the 5th. If your orders, you can't do that, really work hard at the beginning of the month to get some customer orders in there that are over 100 between the 1st and the 5th. I've got customer orders that come out on the 1st of the month, but a few of them don't hit 100 PV. So usually by the 2nd or 3rd, I've got it. Okay, the little box over on the right, you guys. So you're gonna invite at least 5 to team events. So these are our PJ parties. We've got 2 PJ parties each month, and we now have the 7-day challenge, you know, that we're doing this month. But also you guys have the Monday night opportunity calls. You guys may have some team events just, you know, spread out other places. I know some of you do other PJ parties as well, or your own PJ party, okay? I know we've got Sip and Seas planned this month, which is exciting. And then gift at least 3 samples. So maybe you're doing with your posting, you're gonna give some fun, hey, I'm gonna give away 3 samples of Slim and do a little contest as a post, all right? Also, this counts for the 7-day challenge. If you're gonna sell them a 7-day trial pack, you're gifting it to them. They're still purchasing it, but you've done the samples, okay? So notate that on there as well. Alrighty, so this is kind of, like I said, you guys, the daily IP tracker. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. I would love to hear. I think it's just a really good and hopefully simple one. I know it's a lot to explain, but hopefully you guys kind of understood that. So this next one, I'm going to have Summer talk to you guys about. So Summer, whenever you want, you take it away. She knows this one.
I love this one. I didn't used to love this one. This one used to intimidate me, and it used to scare me. And I printed it out months ago, and I looked at it and I said, oh, it's so pretty. And I put it away because it was busy and it was a little bit scary. But now that we are playing around with Send, Share, Invite, I retrained myself on this. I watched a Brooke Hemingway video on it, and it's Send, Share, Invite, but in picture form.
Yep.
So if you're visual and the scripts and the choices freak you out, this is your game right here. So I'm not going to walk all the way through it, but it tells you what to do. Ask a question. Can I send you a video? Then you send the video, and then you follow up in 5 to 10 minutes and say, did you watch the video? What did you think? Is it for you? And if they say no, send another tool. If they say yes, does it sound like something you want to try? If they say they're not sure, follow the lines. And eventually they're either going to order or they're going to tell you no. And either way, you still have a friend, and either way you have an answer from them and you know where they stand. So there's a wonderful training video that Brooke Hemingway covers this in about 10 to 15 minutes. I took notes, like I watched it and I wrote all over it for myself. And so now I have that in my folder for myself all the time. And it's been really, really helpful for me. So this is when you're playing with the Send, Share, Invite, you're sending out those messages to people, and they're saying, yeah, I'll watch a video. You can go here and go, okay, what do I send? Yeah. And you pick the same 3 videos that you want to send all the time, whether it's the products one or a business one or the stories one. Hey, check this out. I'll touch back in with you in 15 minutes. And then you do that. And then, hey, what stood out to you? Could you relate to anything in here? If they say yes, does it sound like something that you'd want to try? If they say yes, great. Do you have time for me to call you? I can call you now, and we can do this in 10 minutes. Creating that urgency with them. If they're not sure, I don't really know, maybe they have an objection, you have to be bold and you have to say, it sounds like there's something that you're unsure of. What other questions do you have for me? and fish it out, flush it out, feel, felt, found it out,
yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And the most important piece to this recruiting, this road to recruiting map, and also to send, share, invite, is only send people what they need to know. Less is more. Use as little words as possible, and listen. Yep. Listen, listen, listen with your heart, with your ears. Keep it simple. Resist every urge and fiber of your being to overdo it. Keep it really basic, really simple. Only answer what they're asking you, nothing more, nothing less, and then redirect the conversation. Now that we've talked about that, let's get you started and feeling better. Do you have time right now? Come back to the close. Don't let it die there. So this is really awesome. I encourage you guys to like spend some time really looking at this. Find your light bulb moment with the send, share, invite and how it fits into this road to recruiting. And if you need to see her video on this, we'll post it in the comments. We'll post it somewhere. It'll be fine.
Yep. Thank you, Summer. I was just going to suggest that, say we can repost that again. We did a long time ago, but I think it's definitely needed for another one. So, yep. Thank you, Summer. Okay. The prospecting follow-up flow. You guys, this is really, really cool. This goes along with a lot of, we all know Libby trains really well on her follow-up, and she did our team call on follow-up. This goes right along with it, and it kind of goes right along with the Doe app too, because I do this in the Doe app as well, but I love the visual too, and everybody does different. So that's one thing I want you guys to realize on all these, you know, there's 7 pages in here, but what I love about this and why I wanted you guys to print this out is because we all know the posts get, you know, tumbled to the bottom of the team page, and then it's like, oh my gosh, where was that? Where do I find that? But you have it all right here. You guys, you have it all right here to print out, and that's why I love that we can also gift this to our new ambassadors for them to print out and have it, and it's not overwhelming. So I know some are going, oh my gosh, this is a lot, you know, just like Summer said, looking at that last one, you're like, whoa, there's too much, okay? We're going through it quickly, but you guys, to make this business work, you have to spend the time investing. So you have to sit down, just like Summer said, and, you know, listen to Brooke's video if you need to, step by step. I've had to do that so many times with all of this, you guys, but it's my choice. I choose to sit down and figure it out, and then I'm like, that's so cool. That's so great. It's easy, but it just takes the time, okay? So just one step at a time on this as well, and then you're going to have it down to where you're going to be able to explain it to your new ambassadors and tell them the same thing. Hey, just one step, okay? So prospecting follow-up flow. Now, this is for those people that are not responding to you, that, you know, yeah, they're crickets, whatever we want to call them, right? We've messaged them, they're busy, they just have not been able to get back to us, okay? So this is another great way where you're going to probably print out maybe 30 of these, because depending on how many people you're reaching out to every single day, you're going to probably have quite a few people, right? So print out, you know, maybe 20 to 30 of them starting so that you have a little stack of them. Then you're going to write their name, okay? And then this is super easy and so cool, you guys. I love this. So your first message, the day of your first message, okay? So maybe today you have messaged some people already, or you're going to tonight after the call. So 2 days from then, you're going to write the date. So today's the 4th, so you're going to put March 6th. Then a week from today, you're going to put the date. 3 weeks, the date. A month, 2 months, boom, boom, boom. And then kind of like Libby says on her little follow-up schedule, when you get to the months, it's the same date every month, okay? And you're going to have that person on there. And so it makes it super, super easy, you guys, for you to remember. And then if you do, like I said, the Doe app, or you do the calendar, you also have this, and you can transfer it over there too and put your people's names on. Hey, the 8th of the month, I need to go through and I need to follow up with, you know, okay? But I really like this for like new ambassadors and for me as well, because it just gives me that good visual. helps me see their name, and it helps me feel accomplished because I'm like, oh, I am doing so good. Followed up with them 2 days later. I'm going to follow up with them in a week because the fortune is in the follow-up. You guys have heard us say that over and over and over again, okay? So pretty awesome tool. I really like that. Okay, the next one is also very, very good. It's the new product user follow-up, which I really, really like. Okay, so I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys, but maybe you had a customer or a wholesale ambassador that signs up and then boom, in 30 days, they turn off their subscription order. And maybe it was unintentionally, but just kind of forgot to follow up with that person, right? And do our job, do our customer service job. That's where this comes into play. You guys, we all get busy. We have so many things going on in life, right? We need an easy system to help our people so we don't get overwhelmed, but that we are providing great service to them because this business is easy. We just have to make it easy, but it takes work, okay? So this is some simple ways to do this. All right, so your new person, and they join as an ambassador or as a customer. You're gonna write their name, and then on day 4, you're gonna put that date because day 4, usually by then they have received their products, okay? So you're gonna wanna make sure that they have received their products and that you have told them how to start taking those products. So then you're gonna put the date for a week later. And you're gonna do that for the next 3 weeks because you're gonna follow up with that product user every week for the next 3 weeks after that 4 days, okay? And you're gonna check in with them. And the next slide we have is really cool because it gives you some troubleshooting while you're following up with this. It all goes together, which I love. But you're gonna ask them, hey, what are you thinking? You know, are you noticing anything? You know, you're gonna start reaching out and touching base with them. This is just kind of a guide to give you those dates so that you are also staying on track with that person with their products because our products work. That's the biggest thing to our business is our products, okay? So if a concern arises at any point over here in this box on the right-hand side, you guys, you're gonna go back and put them on following up every week for the next 3 weeks. You're gonna kind of start over with them just a little bit, okay? And help them with maybe that troubleshooting that they needed, okay? So that's what you can do is just print this out and it helps you keep track of them. So I wanna get onto this one because these, like I said, these two kind of go together and then we're almost done, you guys. So this is the coolest one. I love this, you guys, check this out. Ensuring their success map. So again, you know, we're gonna help them, guide them through. We're gonna help them reach success because they trusted us. We signed them up as a customer, ambassador, wholesale ambassador, whatever. So it is our responsibility to help them be successful with their products. And it takes time. So you guys, here is some cool tips on asking these questions while you're doing your follow-up on that sheet prior to, is when you're going to reach out to them maybe on, you know, week 1. How are you loving plexus? Are you noticing any differences in your mood, energy, sleep, appetite? And then depending on how they answer, you go to the next box. So if no, okay, well, what results are you wanting to improve? Or, okay, what results would you like to see that you aren't? They're gonna hopefully help tell you, well, you know, Summer, I was really hoping for better energy right now. I'm just kind of, you know, feeling really lazy. I'm wanting to fall asleep in the afternoon. Okay, well, let's talk about a few things. So better energy, you guys can go to that, and there is a few suggestions here. Now, I will say the MetaBurn was not added in here yet. So also visually put the MetaBurn in here, okay? You guys know kind of that's gonna go under your better energy, your weight loss. You know, I've heard even people with better sleep that are taking it at night. So, but put your MetaBurn in here as well, okay, you guys? But oh my gosh, you can troubleshoot with them and make sure that they're ensuring they're slim, they're drinking it in the AM, and that their die-off has ended. Now, the reason I wanted to mention the die-off because the die-off is a big thing. If they're feeling kind of a little bit lazy in the afternoon, it's a good chance that they may be experiencing some die-off. Now, they're probably not going to tell you, oh, Summer, I'm having die-off. They have no idea what die-off is, right? So they're going to give you all of these symptoms probably of die-off. So pay attention to that, as well as headache can be a symptom of die-off, okay? And reach out to your sponsor on these, you guys too. You're gonna learn over time. It's how I learned. I reached out to Dusty non-stop until I figured this out. We still talk about these things, okay? But then you can help them. Okay, well, maybe we should reduce your ProBio 5 by 1 for 1 week. Let's see how you do. Let's discuss pushing through for another week and seeing how we do. I've done that with quite a few people. I had to do that, okay, because I had so much die-off. But maybe you've got somebody that, you know, they're constipation. And so you want to increase the BioCleanse by 1, have them take it in the morning, you know, until you're up to 2 to 3 a day, okay? And it gives you the max that you want to have them take, but you're going to be troubleshooting along with them. So this is a really good guide, kind of gives you some suggestions. And like I said, anything outside of this, you know, reach out, search the team pages as well. We're here to help you guys on that. But, oh my gosh, you guys, how many times, most of the time we hear, yes, loving Plexus, I'm sleeping so much better, I feel so much better. So you celebrate that with them. You go over to the next box. You're excited to see what else positive changes they're going to have in the near future, right? And you always want to make sure they're drinking their water, they're being consistent for at least 3 to 6 months. I have one gal that's started with me 3 different times and she's on it again, and I've told her, okay, I've set reminders on her phone for her at the last rodeo so that she has alarms that go off when she's taking her products now, and she's doing great, okay? But consistency is key. And also that they're having 2 to 3 bowel movements a day. And then boom. If they're not, you go down here to reduce constipation, okay? And troubleshoot that with them. Maybe they need to add in the BioCleanse. And then also you guys can go through kind of the follow-up tips. So super excited about that, you guys. Okay, this is another one I'm not going to go through a whole lot on, you guys. But this is another one that kind of like Summer talked about, that went with the sheet that she did. This is developing silvers. It's kind of just a guide for you guys. That ambassador, they're wanting to share. It goes back to our new ambassador checklist. Kind of gives you a little bit more to look at and kind of a guide of how to help them. They're just wanting to be a product user. That's great. They're kind of going baby steps and want to be silver in a month. Or if they want to run with this and they're like, yes, Summer, I want this. I need this. I'm going to be silver in a week. Okay, here you go. Here is kind of some guidelines to help you on how to give them that, okay? Now, some of these things do need to be changed because on number 3, it's introduced to Fast Start Gold. We don't have that anymore. But you guys kind of know. And then our 7-day challenges, we also have the PJ parties. So those things, I don't know how to edit this thing, you guys, so it's going to stay that way until I figure that out. But you guys kind of understand that. But it does, I love it. We really wanted to include it because it gives you guys just a guideline and helps you determine the pace to help that person, okay? So, all right, I'm going to stop the share. Hello, guys. Did I put you to sleep? Sorry, that was a lot of information, you guys, and I tried to hurry. I know it's like, it's crazy. That's why I said there's so much more I could have talked to you guys about, but just when you get time, dig in, really sit down, look at it, go through it, and it'll just be that aha moment. I promise it'll be that aha moment. So, okay, I'm going to get you guys off the phone because I took way longer than I thought. Do you guys have any questions? Oh, good. Marilyn, thank you, thank you. Do any of you guys have any questions, comments? Will you guys use this? Do you guys think you'll utilize this? What's your thoughts on it? Yes, yes. Okay. I love seeing the heads shaking. Okay, good. Awesome. Because that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it'll help you guys. I really got to use it. Yes, Marilyn. I love you, Marilyn. With her headphones. It's so cute. She's awesome. Just love Maryland. Anyways, you guys, let me know. It's been awesome. Thank you, Maida. I appreciate it. It's been awesome utilizing this. I've seen it work. I am excited to utilize it even more because it's taking so much out of the guesswork for me on what we need to do right now. So I hope you guys find the same. Okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to stop recording.